Well, hello to you. Welcome back inside Route 66 Stadium on this 4th of July, a warm Saturday night in the Ozarks. Cardinals and the Arkansas Travelers, Game 5 of a 6-game series. Big, festive crowd, red, white, and blue all over the ballpark. And Durangelo Saintja on the mound making his warm-up pitches with his catcher, Ryan Campos. What a series it has been. The Cardinals lost on Tuesday, 9-8. Then they won in extra innings, scoring 5 times in the bottom of the 10th to come back on Wednesday. They won again Thursday, and then last night a 2-1 victory. It was the first low-scoring game of the series. But the Cardinals' bats have been explosive, and even with just 2 runs last night, Springfield hit 2 more home runs, and through the first 4 games of this series, they have hit 13 home runs. They're going up against the team, Arkansas, who's hit more home runs than any team in the league. By the way, we've got a standoff going down right now with, I think, Chenwei Lin and is that Dominic Pacone in front of the Cardinal dugout. Or it might be Andrew Schultz. And we've got a member of the Travelers standing out in front of their dugout. Well, one of the Cardinals members has given up. Chenwei Lin gave up as well, so I guess Arkansas won that standoff. That didn't take very long. And here we go, ready for baseball. Michael Arroyo approaching home plate from the visitors' third base dugout. The right-handed hitter who hit a home run in the first inning yesterday ended up accounting for the only Arkansas run in that game. He stands in, hitting .279, 9 homers, 38 runs batted in. Durangelo Saintja pitching against his former team, and he works right-handed. First pitch lined into right field, and Arroyo's got a base hit. We're underway at 6:07 on this 4th of July. Let's check on the first pitch temperature for you. As the batter, Charlie Pagliarini, comes to the plate. Our first pitch temperature on this July 4th is 88 degrees. Partly cloudy skies, not the clearest blue up there. Maybe a lot of fireworks in the area already. As the next pitch is swung on and missed, throw down to second, and it kicks into center field. Arroyo was going on the pitch. Meanwhile, we've got fireworks going off back of center field. You might be able to hear them. It's a little early for that, but yeah, straight back of center field. It's just a consistent string of fireworks being set off. We'll probably see that throughout the evening, although I'd imagine more so when it gets a little bit darker. Runner at second base, and the first pitch to Pagliarini after the swing and a miss is swung on and fouled back. So it's now 0-2 on Pagliarini with Arroyo out at second base. We are just underway. A steal for Arroyo was his 13th of the season. Saintja set 0-2, fastball taken high and outside. And they count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pagliarini batting .266, 14 home runs, 45 runs batted in. 1-2 pitch to him. He shoots one back up the middle, but Moore playing behind second there to field it, and he throws to first base in time for the out. Arroyo able to take third base on the play, and so Arkansas with a runner at third, 1 down, and the batter Hunter Fitzgerald. So 88 degrees, our first pitch temperature again. Not much of a breeze at the moment. In fact, on the box score, they say just 4 miles per hour blowing out towards left field. Still more fireworks in that same spot. They're popping up over the trees. Lush green trees as we look off as far as the eye can see. As the first pitch from Saintja to Fitzgerald is taken for a strike, and Durangelo is pitching left-handed. So the switch pitcher pitches left-handed for the first time tonight. Infield is up for the Cardinals. Next pitch, and it's in the dirt. Nice stop by Campos. That bounced well in front of home plate. Saintja, for a moment there, kind of looked at his left hand like, how'd you fail me that badly? Because that pitch did not come close to getting to home. So the count now is 1-1. on Fitzgerald. St. Joe's 1-1. There's a ground ball hit to the second baseman. Runner stays put. Gazdar's got it. Throws to first for the out. That worked out perfectly. Infield was up, so Arroyo did not go. And now Lazaro Montes coming to the plate with a runner at third base and 2 down. St. Joe making his 16th start of the season. He was in the Mariners organization last year, finished the season with the Travelers, started 7 games, and had great numbers. He was 1-0 with a .267 ERA. Pitching right-handed to Montes. First pitch, a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Good crowd continuing to file in on this 4th of July. Here comes the 1-strike pitch from St. Joe. And a fastball spotted up nicely outside corner for a strike, and he's ahead of Montes, 0-2. Rafael Pineda calling the balls and strikes. He's the crew chief. John Miller at first, and Liana Ricks at third. Those are our Texas League umpires. Now the 0-2, and a swing and a miss and a high fastball. Bottom of the first inning. Travelers 0. Cardinals come up for the first time. Travis Honeyman leading off. Then Miguel Ugueto and Ryan Campos. Travis Honeyman stepping in from the right side, hitting .278, 6 homers, 24 batted in, and he has to contend with right-hander Ryan Sloan. First pitch, fastball for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Ryan Sloan, one of the 2 great pitchers on this Travelers rotation, along with Kate Anderson, who pitched yesterday. Honeyman takes the pitch low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sloan's numbers don't jump off the page the same way that Anderson's do, but Ryan, very talented, just 20 years old. He's from Elmhurst, Illinois, just outside Chicago. Here's his 1-1 to Honeyman. And Travis, big swing at a sweeper down and in, and he comes up empty. Nothing. Make that 1-2 now the count. Sloan, a 2024 draftee, did not pitch in 2024. Well, we got Travis Honeyman called now for a pitch clock violation, and he is called out on strikes. So Honeyman, a guy who is always trying to manipulate the clock a little bit. We see him take time out at all kinds of times when he's at the plate. This time, doesn't work out for him, and that's how the game gets started for the Cardinals at the plate. Here's Miguel Ugueto. 1 strikeout in the books for Sloan. And now Ugueto, right-handed hitter, swings first pitch, fouls it away. Got a 99-mile-per-hour fastball from Sloan down the middle. No balls and 1 strike. No score, bottom of the first inning. Ugueto waits, Sloan the kick, and he fires home. Pitch outside, pops out of the catcher Raposo's glove, and count 1-1. The Travelers defensively with Arroyo in left, Knight in center, Montes in right, Cali at third, Arruda at short, Pagliarini at second base, Fitzgerald at first, and Raposo behind the plate. Now the 1-1. Swung on, bounced left side. Shortstop Arruda charges, gloves, throw on to first base, and Ugueto is retired for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for the Cardinals. Here's Ryan Campos, who was the hero in yesterday's game. He hit the go-ahead and what turned out to be the game-winning home run in the bottom of the 6th inning. A solo shot off of Kate Anderson. He hit a slider up in the zone the other way towards the Hamby home run deck, just to the left of the visitors' bullpen back at the left field wall. So he stands in here as the Cardinals team leader with 10 homers. And the first pitch to him, he pops it up back our direction. That's going to sail over our heads. It's 0-1. But even though he hit the game-winning home run last night, Campos had a highlight go viral, absolutely viral last night, and it had nothing to do with him at the plate or a home run. It had to do with his equipment. 0-1 pitch from Sloan. Campos takes outside, 1-1. Campos took a foul ball off Josh Hood's bat right back to the mask, and the ball lodged in his mask right by the eyes. In fact, I found out after the game that the ball actually shattered one of the lenses on his glasses. Swings to the 1-1, fouls it back, it's 1-2. Well, MLB, their accounts posted it. MLB on Fox posted it. I believe one of the posts had 4.8 million views. Baseball just lodged inside the mask, and fortunately didn't get through. 1-2 pitch. Line shot back up the middle, off Sloan's glove, towards third. He goes, picks it up, throws to first, and is unable to get Campos. He is safe. A shot back up the middle. Sloan had to go in and out of his glove. Great reaction time there, right by the face. Man, that buzzed the tower. And Sloan able to get the glove on it. Campos has a base hit. Yikes. Campos knows what it's like to have a ball come right at the eyes. Now Sloan does as well. And Campos at first with 2 out for Daniel Ortiz. No score here in the bottom of the first inning. Ortiz, right-handed hitter, batting .237, a home run, 6 runs batted in his few games with the Cardinals so far. Sloan set, first pitch, and Ortiz takes a good fastball for strike one. 97 on that pitch from Sloan. Sloan mostly pitched in the California League last year, made 18 starts with Modesto. He was a Cal League postseason All-Star. 0-1 pitch. Ortiz rockets one to deep left field. Back on it, Arroyo, and at the wall to make the catch. 106 off the bat on a line. Ortiz hit that one well, but it hung up. No score, second inning. Jurangelo Saincha back to the mound after an efficient 11-pitch first inning. Gave up 1 hit, but did not allow a run. And now the batter, Caleb Cali, to lead off here in the top of the second for Arkansas. First pitch, that one is taken for a called strike. Four-seam fastball right down the middle. Saincha working right-handed. Next pitch, that one off the plate with a slider, in the count 1-1. Well, Saincha trying to bounce back after one of his worst starts of the season last time out. Pitched a season low 2 2/3 innings, 1-1, and it's taken high and outside, slider again. 2 balls and a strike. He only went 2 2/3. He gave up a season high 6 runs and tied a season high 7 hits. Allowed 2 home runs. Next pitch, that one up and away with another slider. He's missed on 3 straight sliders after the first pitch fastball got over. So 3 balls and a strike, the count on Caleb Cali. Saincha deals. That one inside, it's ball 4. He issues a leadoff walk. Walks have been an issue this week for Cardinals starting pitchers. Yesterday, Liam Doyle walked 4. Chenway Lynn didn't walk anybody, but he did hit 2 batters on Thursday. Grant Thompson walked 3 on Wednesday, and Braden Davis walked 5 on Tuesday. So now Sanchez walked 1. Runner at first base, nobody out. The batter, Connor Charping. Runner goes, pitch a strike, throw down to second, and a stolen base. Nice and easy for Caleb Cali. It's his 17th of the season in 18 tries. And now a runner at second base with nobody out again. Second straight inning the Travelers have put Saincha in this jam. The pitch, that one is in there for a strike. So Saincha jumps ahead at 0-2. 0-2 pitch, swung on, fouled away to the right, up in the air and out of play. We'll do it again at 0 balls, 2 strikes. Cardinals wearing the home white jerseys, white tops, white pants. Springfield in the Cardinals red script lettering across the front of the uniform. Birds on the bat, red numbers on the backs of the unis. Here's the 0-2. And a fastball high at 98. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 4th of July caps, good looking caps. White tops with a red bill and a Springfield logo with stars and stripes. Here's a pitch grounded to third. That'll keep the runner at second. Ortiz throws and gets the out at first base. Charping grounds out to third. That was a slider from St. Jude. Charping just rolled over it. So 2 straight innings now that Arkansas has had the opportunity, and they haven't really had the timely hitting, or at least the kind of hitting you want to see moving the runners over. Runner at second base with 1 out. Now the pitch, and it's hit foul the other way. St. Jude coming home, 97-mile-per-hour fastball there to J.T. Arruda. Switch hitter, batting left-handed. Campos gives the sign. St. Jude sets the 0-1. Swung on and fouled back into the screen. St. Jude jumps ahead of Arruda at 0-2. We are scoreless, top of the second inning. Great to have you with us on this 4th of July. Warm one in Springfield and around the country, so I've heard. Now the 0-2 pitch. St. Jude ready, deals, and he got him swinging on a high fastball. Charping climbs the ladder. Excuse me, Arruda climbs the ladder. Good pitch from St. Jude there, 98 on the gun. 2 gone for Nick Raposo with a runner at second base. And St. Jude with a chance for the 2nd straight inning to pitch around the runner at second with nobody out. Raposo hitting from the right side. First pitch from St. Jude, pitching right-handed, is pulled foul up the third baseline. Came with a first pitch slider. It's 0-1. Raposo, former Springfield Cardinal catcher, hitting .256, 2 homers, 22 runs batted in. We've seen him behind the plate now in 4 out of the 5 games this week. Another former Springfield Cardinal, Aaron McKeithen, caught the other game for the Travs. 0-1. St. Jude kicks, deals, and a swing and a miss. Fastball 98. 0-2, and he's a strike away from getting out of this inning and stranding the runner at second base. Travelers wearing red tops, the LR logo on the front left chest with white piping. Gray road pants. They have black helmets, and they too wear the same style 4th of July caps. 0-2, swing and a miss. He strikes out Raposo on a 97-mile-per-hour heater. 3 Ks through 2 scoreless. Bottom of the second inning, Cardinals looking to get on the board. We're scoreless. Travelers and the Cards, game 5 of 6. Cardinals with a win tonight would clinch a series victory. They've taken 3 out of the first 4. First pitch to Trey Richardson, taken for a called strike. 2 pitchers tonight lighting up the radar gun, high 90s with the fastballs. Ryan Sloan on 0-1 to Trey Richardson. Right-hander fires home, and a swing and a miss by Trey. Fastball challenged him up in the zone right down the middle at 97. Richardson has a couple of home runs in this series, including a grand slam. Right-handed hitter batting .213, 3 home runs, 9 runs batted in. Now the pitch. He takes one in the dirt. Sweeper there from Sloan. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sloan out of York Community High School in Elmhurst, Illinois. Born in Aurora, Illinois. He won't turn 21 till 2027. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Popped up, shallow right field. Second baseman Pagliarini out, and moving to his left towards the line. He makes the catch. Richardson is out on a pop out to the second baseman. 1 down, and the batter now, John Gazdar. Sloan taken in the 2nd round in 2024. A 6'5" right-hander. They list him at 220 pounds. From the windup, first pitch to Gazdar. Up and in, sending John bending back out of the way. 1 ball, no strikes. We told you he pitched in 18 games with Modesto last year. He was 2-2 with a 3.44 ERA. Pitched 3 games at the end of the season with High A Everett. They started him here this year. 1-0. Fastball, good one. In there, 98 for a strike. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Sloan wears the number 26 with the Travs. This year, 72 strikeouts and 57 innings pitched. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a line drive by Gazdar and a base hit into left field. Split the shortstop and third baseman. John has the Cardinals' second hit of the game. And Dakota Harris coming to the plate now with a runner at first base. And one out. Now is the cutter. So 91 miles per hour, a lot off of that pitch. It was right down the middle. And Gas are able to pull it sharply for the base hit. Now Dakota Harris batting .250 with 7 homers and 42 runs batted in. Dakota waiting at the plate. Here comes the first pitch from Sloan. Harris chops it towards short. Aruda charges, picks it, goes to second for one. No throw to first. Harris safe at first base on a fielder's choice. I don't know if you could hear that. The fans down there somewhere were just singing happy birthday. Wondering, are they singing happy birthday to a specific fan or just happy birthday America? 250 today and looking great. Here's Brody Moore, runner at first base with 2 out. No score in the game. First pitch to Moore. He takes it outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Brody, right-handed hitter, batting .366. Yesterday went 0 for 3, just his second game since joining the Cardinals without a hit. Swings here and lines one up the middle, and that's going to find its way into center field. Harris up to second, stops there. And the Cardinals have 2 on with 2 out for Grayson Tarlow at the bottom of the order. So for Brody Moore now, that's 17 out of 19 games with a hit. And here's Grayson Tarlow, batting 9th, the DH, hitting .218, 4 homers, 15 batted in. Shadows starting to stretch across the third baseline. Home plate just now in the shadows. First pitch. Tarlow check swing, foul on a fastball up and in. It rolls towards the Cardinal first base dugout. No balls and 1 strike on Grayson Tarlow with Travis Honeyman on deck. Shadows stretching over the third base bag. Not quite all the way to shortstop yet, though. Just a little bit in shallow left field. Most of the outfield still in the sunshine. 1 strike pitch from Sloan. Right-hander throws. Tarlow swings at a pitch in. Pulls it foul toward the Travelers' third base dugout. 0-2. No score. Cardinals have 3 hits off Sloan. We were talking about Sloan's numbers last year at California League postseason All-Star. But his strikeout numbers this year have been better than his strikeout numbers last year. And last year they were pretty good. But he's improved them. He comes set. 2-strike pitch coming up to Tarlow. He deals. Grayson takes. Strike 3 called. A splitter. Spotted up nicely on the outside corner. Tarlow down on strikes. That ends the inning. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left, and no errors. We go to the third. No score. First pitch to Bill Knight. Swung on, fouled away. No score in the game. Jurangelo Sainja back out there. No balls and 1 strike. Knight, right-handed hitter, the number 9 hitter, 0-1. Takes a slider low and outside, just missed the zone with that pitch. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. No runs and 3 hits for the Cards. No runs, 1 hit for the Travs. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, bounced foul directly behind home plate. Count 1-2. We've got the special 4th of July Springfield Cardinals logo painted into the grass behind home plate. The Cardinals S logo with blue stars in the white of the S. 1-2. Fouled off again. And then a star for the Cardinals eye. Just like last year, the Cardinals grounds crew outdoing themselves for the week. This homestand, really. 1-2 pitch. On its way, a swing and a miss. Fastball up, got him. That's 4 straight strikeouts for Sainja. And with 1 down, the batter, Michael Arroyo. So Jurangelo seems to have it working against his former club. One of his best starts of the season was his start against the Travelers back on May 23rd in North Little Rock. First pitch, a slider down and away to Arroyo. 1 ball, no strikes. Arroyo swung the first pitch, his first at bat, and singled to right field. That's the lone hit in this game for Arkansas. Here comes the 1-0. Swung on, fouled back. Back on May 23rd, St. Jude went 6 innings. It was his first 6-inning start of the year. He allowed just 2 hits, no runs. He struck out 7. He did walk 4 in that game. Here's the 1-1. Line drive to right again, and that's down for a hit. So Michael Arroyo, ranked as the 4th best prospect in the Mariners organization. He's 2 for 2 off St. Jude. And there's a runner at first with 1 out for Charlie Pagliarini. St. Jude looking like he's going to work to the left-handed hitter, pitching right-handed. He has faced 1 hitter left-handed so far. That was Hunter Fitzgerald in the first inning, and he got him to ground out to second base. First pitch to Pagliarini. This is high and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Left-handed hitter with 14 home runs this year. Now the 1-0 from St. Jude. He deals. It's down and inside with a slider for ball 2-0. Ryan Campos, he's got some special gear on for the 4th of July. His chest protector is all blue with white stars. And it looks like he's wearing a new catcher's mask. Here's the 2-0 from St. Jude. Slide step delivery. Comes home with a slider that misses high, and he's behind in the count 3-0. Runner at first base with 1 out. St. Jude sets the pitch. Swung on, fouled back, and that one off Campos's mask. Let's see if we get a replay of that on Bally Sports Live. This time, fortunately, it does not end up stuck in his mask. Man, here we go. Boom, same spot. Same spot. And this time the mask holds up and the ball does not get stuck. Campos saying he's all good to go. How about that? We were talking about that earlier in the game if you weren't with us. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Fastball, oh, just off the plate. Missed for ball 4. And that puts 2 on with 1 out. And it brings up Hunter Fitzgerald. But last night, Ryan Campos took a foul ball off Josh Hood's bat right into the mask, and it got stuck in between the eyes, shattered his glasses, one of the lenses on his glasses. And again, it went viral with a bunch of big baseball accounts posting it, including MLB. First pitch to Fitzgerald. St. Jude working right-handed this time. It swung on and fouled back. Now they get 1. So no balls, 1 strike. We're getting more happy birthday being sung. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball 99, his hardest of the game. And Fitzgerald could not catch up. So 0-2 with 1 out, 2 runners on. We're scoreless in the top of the 3rd. St. Jude set, looking at second. Here's the pitch, and he got him. 97, up and out of the zone. 3 pitches to take care of Fitzgerald. 5 strikeouts for St. Jude. 2 down for Lazaro Montes, who struck out swinging his first time up. Montes, left-handed hitter, first pitch, takes a strike, 99.5. We'll call it 100 miles per hour from St. Jude. That fastball is working. Here comes his 45th pitch of the game. He works right-handed, checks second. Now he comes home, and he gets that one over. 99. It's nothing but fastballs right now from St. Jude. That pitch is working for him. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, and 2 on. Top of the 3rd. We're scoreless. And now time called by Montes at the plate. Sanger ready. 0-2. He comes home. Inside. Another fastball, 99. Trying to think back to the last slider he threw. I guess during the Pagliarini at bat. Sanger hands it his sides, ready to go. Runners lead. Here's the pitch. And he got him again. Impressive stuff so far from Jurangelo Sanger and Ryan Sloan. Sloan's back out for the third inning. Travis Honeyman at the plate, no score. First pitch. And Honey, man, out in front of a sweeper. 0-1. Travis was called out on a pitch clock violation his first time up. No balls and 1 strike. That's one of 2 strikeouts for Ryan Sloan. The pitch. Travis takes up and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cardinals have 3 hits. Travelers have 2. Sloan deals. Honeyman swings, bounces one up the middle behind second base. Second baseman Pagliarini to his right. Fields and throws. Honeyman is retired for out number 1. Here in the third inning, and Miguel Ugueto coming to the plate. So we are being treated in back-to-back games to 2 great pitching matchups. When Ryan Sloan pitched against the Cardinals back on May 23rd, also against St. Joe, he took a loss. He gave up 3 runs on 6 hits over 4. First pitch to Ugueto, check swing, pitch inside, appeal to first. No swing is the call. 1 ball and no strikes on Ugueto. Sloan looking in for the sign. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball taken for a strike. It's 1-1. Sloan has had great command of late. He hasn't walked more than 1 in a game since April. Here's the 1-1 from him. Ugueto takes it high for ball 2, 2-1. He had a 3-walk game on April 18th. He had a 2-walk game on April 25th. And since then, he has walked a total of 4 batters to 1 pitch. Ugueto swings, launches one deep left center field. Knight going back. It'll stay in the yard. And Bill Knight just in front of the warning track makes the catch for out number 2. One center fielder flying out to the other. Here comes Ryan Campos to the plate. Campos digging in from the left side. 1 for 1. Sloan's first pitch to him. Ryan takes it up and in for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Campos singled back to Sloan his first time up. He hit a shot right back at the pitcher. Sloan able to knock it down with his glove. Now Campos takes a cutter for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sloan looking for his first perfect inning here in the bottom of the third. He's only made 34 pitches. Right-hander kicks the leg and comes home. And just off the plate with a sweeper, almost got Campos on that outer edge, but Campos watches it miss away. Count is 2-1. Now the pitch. Taken for a strike. The cutter, top of the zone. And they count on Campos 2-2. Ryan Campos having a terrific season, leading the Cardinals in batting average, home runs, RBIs, OPS, and more. 2-2 pitch to him. He takes that one inside. Sinker, 95. Count fills up 3-2. Let's see here. This is the first 3-ball count of the game for Ryan Sloan. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The windup and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Campos chased a high fastball, and down he goes. Down go the Cardinals in the third inning. A 1-2-3 for Sloan, his first perfect frame. 3 scoreless for both of these starters. We go to the 4th in Springfield on the 4th of July on the Garrison Roofing Cardinals Radio Network. Now, so far, a pitching matchup that has lived up to the billing and certainly appropriate for a great big crowd like the one we've got here tonight. Cardinals and the Travelers scoreless as Durangelo Saincha makes his final warm-up pitch in preparation for the top of the 4th inning. Caleb Cali, Connor Charping, JT Aruda due up here for the Travelers. We are scoreless as Saincha steps onto the rubber first base side, setting up out of the windup. Feet angled toward third, he winds and deals. And the pitch hit in the air, right center. Ugeto moving over to his left. He reaches out and he makes the grab on the run, down below the belt, reaching to his left. Nice running grab by Miguel Ugeto. It's out number 1 here in the top of the 4th. Nice to see Saincha, too, get an out on 1 pitch. Obviously, great to see him striking guys out. He has 6 strikeouts so far, but 1 pitch outs are good, too, when it comes to pitching deep into the game. So now the batter, Connor Charping, who's 0 for 1. He grounded out to third his first time. Saincha works right-handed, comes in with a slider for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Charping hits, has a 1,111 OPS. Here's a fly ball right center again. And Ugeto this time makes a basket catch below the belt with the glove. And well, the last time he made that catch, it seemed to be appropriate. That time, Ugeto just looking for style points. He Willie Mays hazed it, and he makes the catch. So 2 out on 2 fly balls to center. Ugeto playing to the big crowd. Here's the first pitch to Aruda. It's in for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. The count on the switch hitter batting from the left side. Now the 0-1 from Saincha. It's down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Raposo on deck. Here's the 1-1. Saincha fires in there for a strike at 98. Down the middle. Count goes to 1-2. Saincha looking for his 7th strikeout and his first perfect inning. Working right-handed, he winds, he fires, and he got him swinging. Fastball up and in, and Aruda comes up. Danielle Ortiz at the plate for the Cards to start the bottom of the 4th inning. We're scoreless still as Ryan Sloan first pitch to Ortiz, a swing and a foul back. No balls and 1 strike. Ortiz hit one sharply his first time up. He lined one to left field that was caught at the wall. Next pitch, he takes it outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1. That one on the outside corner, 96 for a strike. And 1-2 now. Trey Richardson on deck. Ortiz taking time, steps out. Now back in the box. And Sloan, the 1-2 pitch. Ortiz waves and misses at a sweeper low. For strike 3. 4th strikeout for Sloan. 1 gone here in the 4th inning. And Trey Richardson to 3rd coming up. He popped out to 2nd his first time up. Sloan from the windup, dealing to Richardson. The pitch, Trey takes that one off the plate. Sweeper there on the first pitch from Sloan. It's 0-1. Actually 1-0, excuse me. Pitch is called outside. John Gazdar on deck. Now the 1-0 pitch. Richardson swings and pops it up. Foul off to the right and out of play. Just a couple minutes before 7 o'clock here. It's been a fast-moving game with both pitchers pitching very well. Ryan Sloan just made his 44th pitch. And here comes number 45 to Trey Richardson. Sloan deals. Richardson takes. Strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Richardson, slightly open stance from the right side, showing off the high socks. The pitch. He swings and skies one center field. Deep but playable. Backing up Knight, but well shy of the warning track. Bill makes the catch. It's out number 2. And he'll bring John Gazdar to the plate. Gazdar 1-for-1, singled his first time up. But Sloan has really settled in. He has retired 7 in a row. Gazdar digs in. Line a base hit to left field back in the second inning. Sloan from the windup, the pitch. Gazdar check swing on a sweeper down and away. They look down to first. John Miller extends the arms. No swing. 1-0. No score here. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Shadows now have stretched across the mound. Top half of Sloan is in the sunshine, but the mound itself in the shadows. 1-0. There's a sharp grounder to short, waiting back. Aruda fields it, throws to first. Gazdar is retired. A 1-2-3, 4th inning. Nick Raposo leading off for the Travelers, 5th inning. No score. Durangelo St. John throws his 55th pitch of the game and misses outside for ball 1. He's behind Raposo, 1-0. Next pitch is a slider in the zone, but called a ball. That pitch fully in the strike zone according to StatCast on the bottom outside edge. 2-0 pitch from St. John. Fastball in there for a strike, and the count 2 balls, 1 strike. St. John, 2 balls, 1 strike, winds and fires. There's a fly ball hit out to center. Hugueto backs up. Where's he going to catch this one? Oh, that one a little more conservative by Hugueto. A little more routine. Caught that one right by his chest. 1 out, and Bill Knight coming to the plate. Top of the 5th inning here. This game is not yet 1 hour old. First pitch to Knight. He hits a fly ball right center. Hugueto on the run into the gap and makes the catch right up against his chest. Miguel Hugueto is putting on a clinic of all the different places you can catch a ball. All the different heights. So 2 down, and Michael Arroyo comes to the plate. Right-handed hitter is 2 for 2. He's got both Arkansas hits. St. John's first pitch. Foul back by Arroyo. And after the first pitch there, it's a fastball 97. St. John just made his 60th pitch as he works here in the top of the 5th. 2 out, nobody on. He's retired 7 in a row. Both pitchers locked in now. 0-1. There's a strike. Fastball on the outside edge. I think Arroyo looked back to his dugout to see if anyone could confirm or deny whether that was a strike. 0-2. Here he comes. Slider misses low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Michael Arroyo. Well, the Cardinals will be getting underway in Chicago momentarily. Their first pitch scheduled for 7:08 at Wrigley Field. Ryan Leahy on the mound for the Cards. Here's a grounder foul at the third baseline. Shota Imanaga pitching for the Cubs. Cardinals won yesterday's game over the Cubs 17-1. We'll see what today has in store. Cardinals enter today's action with a 46-39 record. They're in third place in the NL Central, 1.5 behind second place Chicago. Here's the 1-2. Fastball up and in. Arroyo leads back out of the way. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Changeup. Again, he's working right-handed. Now the pitch. And a broken bat grounder to third. Ortiz has it go by him on a hop into left field. It was really kind of a flare. I said grounder. Flare would have been the better way to describe it. And that one just kind of floated up towards Ortiz. Rather than charge it, he played it back, and the ball skipped by him. Let's see how they rule it. If it is a hit, Arroyo will have 3 hits in this game, and all of them for the Travelers. But it does look like an error has gone on the board. They'll call it an E5 error on Ortiz. Now Sancia with Charlie Pagliarini batting. Pitch is left-handed, and he misses on the first pitch. Down and in with a fastball. 1 ball, no strikes. So it is ruled a fielding error. And Arroyo is on base for the 3rd time. Now the pitch, a slider in the dirt. Sancia pitched left-handed back in the 1st inning against Hunter Fitzgerald. And as we've talked about before, it's really incredible that Sancia can pitch left-handed in the 1st and then not again until the 5th. How do you keep the arm warm and loose and ready to go? When Sancia does come out between each inning before the inning starts and warms up, he does throw a few pitches left-handed, but now the 2-0, down and outside ball 3. But when he throws those pitches left-handed, it's not like he's really going, max effort to make it enough to get the arm warm. Now it's 3-0, and the next pitch is inside ball 4. So there you have it, a 4-pitch walk. Now you've got Hunter Fitzgerald coming up with 2 on and 2 out. Error and then a walk, and now Eric Peterson, the Cardinal pitching coach, emerges from the dugout for the 1st time tonight. He goes out there to talk with Sancia. Opportunity for us to remind you all that Missouri is the black walnut capital of the world, and right here in the Ozarks you'll find the industry leader since 1946, Hammond's Black Walnuts. Support local Ozarks heritage by enjoying Hammond's Black Walnuts and all of your favorite recipes. And be sure to try Highland Dairy's new Ozark Harvest Crunch ice cream, available now at Route 66 Stadium. So here's Hunter Fitzgerald. Sancia will pitch to him right-handed. Struck him out swinging last time. And the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle, off Sancia's glove, towards first. He picks it up with a bare hand, flips it to Harris, and it's in time to get Fitzgerald, who slams his helmet to the dirt behind first base after Dakota Harris leads off of the Cardinals, bottom of the 5th inning. Ryan Sloan, first pitch to him. A sweeper drops in for a strike. It's 0-1. Sloan from the windup. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Harris chases a sweeper down and away, and he's behind 0-2. By the way, an official scoring decision change between innings. They changed the Michael Arroyo error to a hit. So no error on Ortiz. It's a hit for Arroyo. He's 3 for 3. Here comes the 0-2 from Sloan. Harris takes a sweeper low and outside. Started the hands but held him back. So it's 1-2. We are scoreless here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ryan Sloan is up to 51 pitches. Here he comes, and Harris takes down and inside. Ball 2. 2-2. So the first 3 games of this series featured a lot of hitting. Home runs, high-scoring games. The last 2 have been low-scoring. 2-2 pitch, swing and a foul tip held onto by Raposo. Strikeout number 5 for Sloan. 1 gone. And here's Brody Moore. And fun to see a couple low-scoring games and good pitchers' duels. Again, yesterday it was Cade Anderson, who is going to be the Texas League's Pitcher of the Year. There's really no question about that. And Liam Doyle for the Cardinals. First pitch here to Moore. That one outside, ball 1. And that was just a really great pitching matchup on paper when you consider that both of those pitchers were drafted with the top 5 picks. 2 of the top 5 picks in last year's draft. 1-0 pitch. Moore takes it on the outside corner, 1-1. Cade Anderson picked 3rd overall. Liam Doyle 2 picks later, taken 5th. Both of them top 25 prospects in the game. Here's the 1-1 from Sloan. Moore swings and fouls it back. Anderson having the better season of the 2, but obviously Doyle's got great stuff. Last night, Doyle battled through a little bit of adversity, but ultimately only allowed 1 run in 5 innings. And one huge play in yesterday's game, when you look back at it, as Sloan takes a long look in for the side. Now the wind of the 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Arruda to his left. Fields behind second. Shuffles, throws, and gets it there ahead of Moore by a step. There's 1 down. Or 2 down now. On that ground out to the shortstop. Here's Grayson Tarlow. But yesterday, Liam Doyle was laboring in the first inning. He had given up a home run, then a hit, and then a walk. It was 2 on 1 out. And he struck out Caleb Cali swinging. Here's the pitch to Tarlow. Takes a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. And that strikeout was out number 2, but Hunter Fitzgerald, who was running at second base, thought that it was out number 3, and he started just jogging back to the dugout, and the Cardinals were able to throw down and get him. 0-1. Sweeper swung on and missed. It's 0-2. And with that out, getting Doyle out of the first inning, Doyle had already been up to 23 pitches, and if you follow us, you know that the Cardinals do have limitations on the amount of pitches a guy can throw in an inning, and you get up over 30 and you might be coming out of the game. So that was a big way to help Doyle settle in yesterday. 0-2 pitch to Tarlow. He takes it up and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tarlow, right-handed hitter, 2 out and nobody on. We are scoreless. Now the pitch, and a ground ball softly right side. 2 hops fielded by the second baseman Pagliarini. Slings it over to first base. Lázaro Montes leading off here in the top of the 6th. Saint's first pitch, a swing and a miss. Fastball 98, 0-1. Saint has already struck out Montes twice, both times swinging. And his 0-1 pitch on the way. Changeup swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now on Montes. Saint trying to strike him out for a 3rd time. The pitch, and he got him again. Fastball inside, and Montes could not hold up. 3 strikeouts for Lázaro Montes against his former teammate, and all 3 of them swinging. Saint gets him on 3 pitches. And now Caleb Cali at the plate, right-handed hitter, with 1 out. Saint's pitch is in there for a strike with a slider. It's 0-1. Great to have you all with us on this beautiful 4th of July evening here in downtown Springfield. Saint's 0-1. Fouled back by Cali. No balls, 2 strikes. Cali, right-handed hitter, walked in the 2nd, fly to center field in the 4th. Connor Charping on deck. Here's the pitch, and that one up and in as Cali leans back out of the way. 1-2 the count. Cali hit a home run earlier in this series. Next pitch, swings and he fouls it back. The count stays at a ball and 2 strikes. So St. Joe has struck out 8. His season high is 10. That was May 16th at Tulsa. 8 is his second highest strikeout total in a game this year. Now comes home, changeup just low. Count 2-2. All of a sudden, St. Joe started to feature this pitch, which we hadn't seen much earlier in the game. Cardinals do get action in their bullpen. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. No score here. And the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, left field. Trey Richardson coming in towards the line, under it, and the left fielder makes the catch. 2 gone in the top of the 6th. That brings up Connor Charping. Sun not quite as bright right now, muted a little bit, which is not a bad thing for those in the outfield, center, and especially right field. It can be a tough sun field as sun sets to our left. Now Charping swings, no, holds up. They look down at first. Yeah, he held his swing up there. The pitch, a slider outside, and St. Joe behind in the count 1-0. That was St. Joe's 80th pitch, but that does include his left-handed pitches. Now his 1-0. Slider fouled back. It's 1-1. Durangelo trying to go 12 scoreless innings against his former team this season. Interestingly, too, St. Joe all season, and this is his 16th start, he's got just 2 starts in which he hasn't allowed a run. This would be his 3rd. 1-1 pitch. Swinging a foul tip. It's 1-2. This would be his 3rd, and so 2 out of his 3 would come against his former team. 1-2, 2 out. Trying to finish off the 6th with a K. The pitch, and it's taken high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. No runs, 3 hits for both sides. No errors. Good pitcher's duel on the 4th of July. Now the 2-2. St. Joe deals, and it's fouled away off to the right and into the screen. Still 2-2. Tyler Brott is the first to get up in the Cardinal bullpen. Right-hander getting loose. But St. Joe does appear in control to finish this inning, and we'll see about the 7th after that. 2-2 again. Charping waits for the right side. The pitch. Little foul tapper at the plate. Charping hit it twice with his bat. Once topping it down into the dirt, and then it popped up and hit the bat again as Charping finished his swing. By the way, Cardinals and the Cubs are underway at Wrigley Field. So their 4th of July contest there is getting going. Now the 2-2. And a slider misses outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff, here it comes. And it's in there for strike 3 call. Travis Honeyman, bottom of the 6th, leads off for the Cardinals. Ryan Sloan back to work, making his 62nd pitch, and Honeyman swings and fouls it off. No balls and 1 strike. Durangelo St. Joe is up to 87 pitches. Again, some of those are left-handed, but I'd imagine he's probably done for the night. It'll probably be Tyler Brott for the next inning. And if that's the case, then, well, what a start for St. Joe. We'll talk more about that. Right now it's Ryan Sloan working on a gem of his own, and his 0-1 pitch to Honeyman is taken low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom of the 6th inning. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for both sides. Honeyman 0 for 2, struck out on a pitch clock violation and then grounded to second. The pitch. He reaches for one, a sweeper down and away, and he pops it up foul into the seats. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Honeyman wearing the high socks, red with white, navy, and red stripes. Steps back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes after a quick timeout. Ryan Sloan. The 1-2 pitch. And a ground ball softly hit to the right side. It's fielded by Charlie Pagliarini. And he throws over to first base for out number 1. That brings up Miguel Ugueto. Ugueto 0 for 2, grounded out to short, flied out to center. Nobody on, one away. Sloan, the right-hander, throws, and Ugueto pulls it foul up the third baseline. No balls and 1 strike. Just 3 hits allowed by Ryan Sloan, but he has not allowed a base runner since the second inning. Brody Moore's base hit with 2 out in the second, the last time a Cardinal reached base. And we told you about Ryan Sloan and his amazing control. Just 4 walks since April. Hasn't walked anybody tonight. I think he's only had 1 3-ball count. Here's his 0-1 to Ugueto. Right-handed hitter. Swings, hits one softly, shallow center, and that's going to fall in. A base hit. That ends the string of consecutive batters retired. 11 straight set down by Sloan, but now Ugueto is aboard. He got a sinker inside on the hands, and it jammed him a little bit. He was able to float it into shallow center field for a hit. So now you get Ryan Campos to the plate, the Cardinals' leading hitter, with a runner at first base and 1 down. 4th hit of the game for the Cardinals. Campos has 1 of them. He had a base hit back in the first inning. Sloan set. Right-hander's first pitch. The left-handed hitter bounces it foul up the first baseline. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Daniel Ortiz on deck. Cardinals trying to give this big crowd something to cheer about with the bats. Sanchez giving them plenty to cheer about on the mound. 0-1 coming up. Sloan deals. Campos swings, pulls it foul. Got jammed again on a cutter inside. And the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Ugueto at first base. He's stolen 22 bags this year, but he has not been a big base stealer of late. So he takes his lead from first. No balls, 2 strikes. Sloan sets, shortstop plays up the middle, and now the pitch. Down and inside with a cutter, 1-2. Danny Black coaching third for the Cardinals, their bench coach. Flashes signs. Patrick Anderson managing from the dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Campos. Sloan comes set, he's ready, and here it comes. Swing and a foul back by Campos. He stays alive at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Warm Saturday evening on this July 4th. Big crowd. Wind hasn't picked up much. It's just 4 miles per hour. At first pitch, the flags, the pennants, all pretty still right now back at left field. Now the 1-2. Sloan comes home. Campos takes inside with a sweeper. 2 balls. And 2 strikes the count. So good at bat here, and the Travelers have gotten action in their bullpen. A right-hander is up. Jimmy Kingsbury has started to throw. So we may be seeing the last of both of these starting pitchers here in the 6th inning. Sloan trying to finish 6 like Saincha did. Here comes his 2-2. And a pickoff throw to first instead. Ugueto dives back in ahead of the first baseman Fitzgerald's tag. The count still at 2-2 as Campos gets back in there. It was yesterday that Campos hit the go-ahead solo homer in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here he is now, runner at first, 1 out in the 6th. The pitch. And a ground ball foul wide of first base. Fitzgerald fielding it in foul territory. We'll get set up again for another 2-2 pitch. Good battle. Next pitch will be the 7th of this plate appearance. Campos open stance from the left side. Sloan comes set. The 2-2. Now the pitch. And a line drive into the left field corner. It is slicing and it goes foul. Campos hit it well a little bit late on a 96-mile-per-hour heater from Sloan, and the battle continues. We'll see an 8th pitch in this plate appearance. Two and two. Campos back in. Ugueto takes his lead again. Infield playing. Ryan to pull. Sloan set. The 2-2. Right-hander comes home. And Campos with a fly ball down the line and right. That's going to fall, and it falls fair. Ugueto coming into third base. Danny Black's going to hold him. Montes with a throw into the relay man. And Ryan Campos just popped one up over first, and it landed inside the line for a double. And the Cardinals are in business all of a sudden. Runners at second and third with one out. And here comes Rich Thompson, the Arkansas skipper, and that might be it for Ryan Sloan, who looks frustrated out there. The 20-year-old from Elmhurst, Illinois, one of the top prospects in the game, and he's going to leave this ball game and leave it up to Jimmy Kingsbury, who jogs in from the bullpen. The Cardinals with a chance to get on the board here in this bottom of the 6th of a scoreless game. New pitcher coming in as Ryan Campos doubles to knock Sloan out of the game. Second and third with one out, and the batter will be Danielle Ortiz. So it's Jimmy Kingsbury who comes into this game. Well, great to have you all with us on this 4th of July. Very special 4th of July shout out to a truly great American, Cardi Spencer, back in Glendale, California, recovering from a little operation. So I guess it looks like the Spencers are going to need a pinch hitter on the grill this year. But tip of the cap to Cardi, a Californian now, but a Midwesterner forever and always. Happy 4th, Cardi. Hope you recover well and very soon, as I know you will. So no score here. Cardinals trying to score one or two for Cardi, as Danielle Ortiz watches Jimmy Kingsbury warm up. Ortiz approaches home plate as the right-hander has finished warming. Arkansas is going to play the infield up. And here we go, another great ball game. This is what you come to the ballpark to see. All 5 games this week between these two North Division foes have been excellent. And the Cardinals trying to get on the board first here in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch to Ortiz. Grounded foul down the third baseline. Ugueto, the runner, ducking out of the way as he was coming up towards home plate. And so Ortiz behind in the count, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike with 1 out. Infield up, 0-1. Here comes the pitch. Kingsbury kicks, fires, and a breaking ball outside. Curveball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Kingsbury, 2-2, 3.62 ERA. Making his 23rd appearance this season. Returning Arkansas traveler, we saw him last year. Now the pitch, and a swing and a foul tip back by Ortiz. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, the infield is up. So for Ortiz, you're critical to at least put the ball in play. Trying to battle with 2 strikes. Right-handed hitter, open stance, feet close together. The pitch. And he fouls away a breaking ball. Count stays at 1-2. Trey Richardson is on deck. This crowd ready for a Cardinals run to cross the plate. Kingsbury, first base side of the rubber, has the sign. The 1-2 pitch. And it's inside with a curveball, 77 miles per hour. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Danielle Ortiz. Kingsbury calls time. He's got to bend over and tie his right shoelace. Now he's ready to go. No runs, 5 hits for the Cards. No runs, 3 hits for the Travs. Second and third, 1 out in the 6th. Infield up for Arkansas. The 2-2 pitch. Up and in. Ortiz had that one come up in his grill. Now the count full, 3-2. Kingsbury, the payoff. Right-hander lifts his leg and looks the runner's back. How about that? Crowd didn't like that. Kingsbury, I think, just wants the signs again. That was his way of saying I'm quite ready to make this pitch. So the crowd gears up again. Ortiz into his stance. Kingsbury into the set. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. The tension builds on this 4th of July. Danny Black conferences briefly with Ugueto, who takes his lead from third. Campos taking his lead from second base. Payoff pitch again. Here it is. And it's inside. Curveball, walked him. Bases loaded. Now it'll be interesting to see how the Travelers play this. They had the infield up with runners at second and third. Trey Richardson coming to the plate. They could play the middle infielders back and play for the double play. And it looks like that is what they are going to do. You've got the bases loaded here with 1 out. Trey Richardson hit a grand slam a couple nights ago. First pitch. He takes inside. Ball 1. 1-0 the count to the right-handed hitter. Middle infielders are back, looking for the double play ball, the 1-0. And that one's over for a strike. Fastball 90 miles per hour at the top of the zone, maybe a little bit above the zone, but Kingsbury got the call. 1-1. Richardson waiting. The 1-1. Here it comes. And it's hit in the air down the right field line, twisting foul out of play. Land by the red tents on the patio. And Richardson now behind in the count, 1-2. John Gazdar is on deck. Inning started with a ground out, then Ugueto singled, and Campos doubled, and then Sloan came out of the game. Kingsbury came in, he walked Ortiz to load the bases. Here we are, the 1-2. Ripped to left field, down for a hit. Ugueto coming home to score. Campos held it third. Cardinals go station to station, but they are the first to strike on the 4th of July. It's 1-0 Springfield in the 6th. A hanging curveball on the inner half, and Richardson hit it 104 off the bat. Too hard to get 2 runs home. So the bases are still loaded with 1 away. John Gazdar is coming up, but before he does, we got a mound visit as the pitching coach Cameron Ming goes out there. Richardson picking up his 10th RBI at Double-A. Nothing Springfield, bottom of the 6th. That run, by the way, is charged to Ryan Sloan. Now Gazdar, who went 1 for 2 off Sloan, faces Kingsbury with the bases loaded and 1 out. Harris on deck. Kingsbury sets up first base side of the rubber. And now the pitch. Gazdar shoots it foul off the netting down the right field line. It's 0-1. 4 straight Cardinals have reached base here in the 6th inning. Cardinals have a 1-0 lead, but a great opportunity to put up a crooked number and create some space between themselves and the Travs. Travelers looking for the double play ball, still on the infield. Now the 0-1. And another foul hit in the air down the right side, out of play on a traffic way. Gazdar in a hole at 0-2. John back in the box. 33 RBIs this year, looking for a few more right here. Now he calls time and steps out. By the way, we're telling you about St. Louis starting their 4th of July game in Chicago. No, not so fast. That game is in a delay. Beautiful weather here on the 4th, and the 0-2 from Kingsbury. Popped up, foul back of home plate. That'll get into the seats. So Gazdar staying alive, 0-2. Went after a fastball there that was up and out of the strike zone. It would have been ball 1. But now John still with the count, 0-2. Campos at third, Ortiz at second, Richardson at first. The pitch. Ground ball up the middle, and that's going to find its way through off the glove of the diving Pagliarini into center field. Campos in to score. Ortiz coming home right behind him. A 2-run hit for Gazdar. Cardinals 3, Travelers nothing. 6th inning. Another high fastball, and quite honestly, great job by Pagliarini just to get a glove on it. He was coming all the way over from second base, and he went to the shortstop side of the bag, dove on the backhand side, had it go off his glove. 2-run single, and the Cardinals lead 3-0. Thirsty for more. First and third, 1 out. Here's Harris. The pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Gazdar, 2-run single. 35 RBIs now for John. Richardson at third, Gazdar at first. Now the pitch. Harris, line drive, left field. That's down, base hit. Richardson in to score. 4-0 Springfield. Hanging curveball from Kingsbury, and that's going to be it for Jimmy. He comes on and does not get an out. Rich Thompson out of the dugout. Kingsbury coming out of the game. And the Cardinals have built a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the 6th. A new pitcher coming in. It is right-hander Jason Ruffcorn. He becomes the 3rd pitcher of this inning. With the RBI single, his 43rd run batted in. To recap the inning, it was Ryan Sloan who was out there to start. He had retired 11 in a row after getting the leadoff man Honeyman to ground out to second base. But then Miguel Hugueto singled on a little flare into the outfield. Ryan Campos popped one up down the right field line that dropped for a double. The Cardinals had second and third with 1 out, and they brought in Kingsbury. He started his outing by walking Daniel Ortiz to load the bases. Then Trey Richardson broke the scoreless tie with a line drive single to left. John Gazdar followed with a 2-run hit on the ground ball up the middle. Now Harris with the line drive single to left field for the 4th run. So Jason Ruffcorn making his warm-up pitches here, getting ready to face Brody Moore. A reminder, Cardinals fans, that Major League Baseball, Minor League Baseball, and their clubs across the country are supporting the Red Cross on the ground in Venezuela. If you would like to help those affected by the terrible earthquakes last week, your donation will enable the Red Cross and its international partners in Venezuela to provide supplies, meals, and shelters for families who have been displaced. Visit redcross.org/MLB to learn how you can help. All right, here's Brody Moore, 1st and 2nd, 1 out. Just had a firework go off back at center field as Ruffcorn's first pitch is taken up and away, a cutter, ball 1. Gazdar at second, Harris at first, 4 runs across. 6 straight Cardinals have reached base. The 1-0. Moore, check swing, went around on a cutter that was inside. 1 ball and 1 strike on Brody Moore. Ruffcorn leaning in for the side, third base side of the rubber. Here's his 1-1 pitch. Right-hander throws. Moore takes a curveball outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Grayson Tarlow's on deck. 4 runs across here in the 6th for the Cards. The pitch. Moore swings and fouls it back. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Brody. He's the 8th batter to come to the plate in the inning, and there's still only 1 out. 2-2 the count. Ruffcorn ready. The pitch. Breaking ball. Moore fouls it back into the screen, and we'll do it again at 2-2. Jason Ruffcorn, right-hander. No wins, no losses this year. He's pitching in his 21st game. 4.02 earned run average. 31 1/3 innings pitched. 28 strikeouts, 13 walks, and a 248 opponent average. The 2-2. Low and outside with a fastball. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now the payoff. Moore swings. It's a fly ball out to center. Moving over towards left, Knight, the center fielder. Runners will retreat to the bases. Knight makes the catch. And that's out number 2. Ruffcorn comes on, gets the first batter that he faces, and now the batter, Grayson Tarlow. Tarlow 0 for 2, struck out looking in the 2nd, grounded out to 2nd in the 5th, both against Ryan Sloan. And here comes the first pitch from Ruffcorn. Tarlow swings and misses. It's 0-1. Travis Honeyman on deck. He'd be the 10th batter to come to the plate in the inning. 0-1 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, right center field, deep but playable. Knight back into his left and makes an Ugueto-style casual catch, moving back to end the inning. Well, what an inning it was. The Cardinals chase starter Ryan Sloan. They sent 9 to the plate. They score 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They left 2 on base. We go to the top of the 7th. Springfield's on top now. It's 4-0. Top of the 7th inning, 4-0 Springfield on top, and the batter JT Arruda against Tyler Brott out of the Cardinal bullpen. Brott's first pitch to Arruda, swung on and missed. It's 0-1. So Gerangelo Sainja in line for the win. He would even his record at 4-4. He goes 6 scoreless and has now pitched 12 scoreless innings this year against his former team. Next pitch from Brott, that's in there for a strike inside corner with a fastball. Count is 0-2. Arruda, Raposo, and Knight do up. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters in the order. Brott, the 2-strike pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Gazdar to his right, and he won't be able to get to it. It's into center field for a hit. So now the Travelers trying to come back with Sainja out of the game. And Arruda with their first hit since the 5th inning. What a start for Sainja. He struck out 9. That's the 2nd highest total for him this season. Just 3 hits allowed. All of them from Michael Arroyo. One of them might have been an error. Could have been, at least. First pitch now to Nick Raposo. The Travelers catcher, right-handed hitter, takes a strike. Takes a ball, low. 1 ball, no strikes. Brott sets 1-0. Ready, and here he comes. Off speed, low and outside. That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Nick Raposo 0 for 2, struck out, fly to center. Bill Knight is on deck. 2-0 from Brott. Right-hander throws. Gets that one over the outside edge. 2-1. For Tyler Brott, this is just his 3rd appearance this season. Pitched once at Amarillo in the opening series of the season, then got injured. just came back this week after a long stint on the injured list. Here comes his 2-1 pitch. Right-hander throws. And Raposo hits a high fly ball towards the corner and right. Honeyman towards the line, towards the bullpen. Runs out of room as he runs into the wall. It's a long, high foul ball for Nick Raposo. He'll come back to the plate with a count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. For Tyler Brott, he pitched a scoreless inning in his return a few days ago. Right-hander brings the hands together, sets, 2-2 pitch. On its way. And take it high, a sweeper there from Brott, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Tyler this season, just 2 innings pitched, only 1 hit allowed. Still looking for his first strikeout. He's walked 3 batters. Now the payoff to Raposo. Brott fires home. And that is down and away. Close pitch, but didn't get the call. So ball 4 puts 2 on with nobody out. Well, no lead has been safe in this series. You think back to Thursday, Cardinals went up 8-0. And the final score of that game ended up being Cardinals 10, Arkansas 8. They made it a 2-run game. Brott with 2 on and nobody out. First pitch to Bill Knight. Ground ball right side. That's going to find its way into right field. Around third, Arruda. He's coming home. Honeyman up with the ball. Fires towards third. And that one will be stopped by Ortiz into third base. Raposo. And the Travelers are on the board. RBI single for Bill Knight. So Bill Knight with an RBI single. Eric Peterson's going to go out to the mound to talk with Brott here as the Travelers are in business. First and third with nobody out, 1 run across. I mentioned the Travelers trying to come back Thursday. Well, the Cardinals had a thrilling comeback win on Wednesday. They trailed 4-0 in that game. They tied it at 4. The game went to extra innings. And there was a disastrous top of the 10th. Arkansas scored 4 runs without a hit. The Cardinals trailed 8-4 going into the bottom of the 10th inning, only to rally for 5 runs at the bottom of the 10th to win the game 9-8. Then you go back to Tuesday, Cardinals were down in that game 7-3. They came back to tie at 7-7, but ultimately the Travelers won that 8-7 in the 9th inning. All right, here's Arroyo, 3 for 3. Runners at first and third, nobody out. The first pitch. And Brott misses low with a fastball, 1 ball, no strikes. Looks like at Wrigley Field, the Cardinals and Cubs are about to start, close to an hour late. About to sing the anthem there. Now Brott 1-0, comes home with a pitch. And Arroyo takes a sweeper for a strike. It's 1-1. Charlie Pagliarini on deck. 4-1 Cardinals. Tying run is at the plate. Top 7. Brott comes set and the 1-1. Hit in the air, fouled on the right field line, deep. That'll go over the Cardinal bullpen. The count is 1-2 now on Michael Arroyo. Again, Arroyo's looking for his 4th hit of the game. Columbia native. Number 4 ranked prospect in the Mariners system. Here's the 1-2. And he tops it foul at the plate. He'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, Columbia, we've been talking a ton about the World Cup, and Columbia advanced yesterday with a win. They'll play Switzerland next, and then the winner of that game will probably play the feared Argentina squad with Lionel Messi, who got all they could handle from Cape Verde last night. 1-2 pitch from Brott. Off the plate, down and away. Ball 2, close pitch. Again, just off the outside. Cardinals about to get action in their bullpen. Brott is up to 15 pitches, still with nobody out here in the 7th. First and third. Right-hander pitches, and Arroyo ground ball right side, diving stop. Harris gets up, hustles to first, and he'll step on the bag ahead of Arroyo. Grounder to the backhand side, and Harris diving to his right, able to knock it down and keep it in front of him. Picked it up and hurried over to first base to get Arroyo. A run does score on the play. Raposo comes in, Knight goes to second, and the score is now 4-2, but there is one very important out now here in this 7th inning, and Charlie Pagliarini at the plate. Rob, first pitch to Pagliarini. There's a fly ball deep to right. This game is tied. Wow. Pagliarini onto the roof. His 15th home run of the season. A 2-run shot. Cardinals score 4 in the 6th, and the Travelers answer with 4 in the 7th. Well, I guess a couple of 4-run innings fitting on the 4th. And we got a brand new ball game as Hunter Fitzgerald comes to the plate. So Pagliarini ties this game up. What a series. Now Fitzgerald, left-handed hitter, and Broad, the first pitch to him. Foul back to the screen. Just before 8 o'clock here, and sun seems to have dipped behind some clouds, so right now we've got no sunshine at all. Kind of looks like an overcast evening. Bright though, still some blue skies as we look out back at center field. Here's the 0-1 for Broad. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Did see that there was a possibility for some thunderstorms in the area as the night goes along. Hopefully they'll wait until after all the fireworks are shot off. 1-1 for Broad. There's a fly ball, left field, deep. Richardson on the track, at the wall, reaches up, gave it a little bit of a leap, and he brings it down for the out. Maybe some breaths were held there as Richardson went all the way back to the fence in the corner, but Trey ultimately able to bring it down. And here's Lázaro Montes with 2 out and nobody on. 4-4 the score here in the top of the 7th. Here's the stretch from Broad, and the pitch inside and off Campos's glove. It goes all the way to the backstop. 1-0 the count. Broad leaning in for the sign. 1 ball, no strikes, and the right-hander pitches. Montes takes high. Fastball there at 96. And the count, 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0. Driven down the right field line, foul. It'll hit off the net in front of the Cardinal bullpen. 2-1. So obviously Montes a threat to hit one out. He's the active league leader with 25 homers. His next homer will tie Manny Pena for the league lead, but Manny Pena is up at AAA. Now Broad on 2-1 comes home, and Montes swings and misses. 2-2. By the way, if you're wondering, Manny Pena, he went up to AAA early June, right after the series ended here when Amarillo was in town, and he did not hit his first AAA home run until yesterday in Tacoma against the Mariners AAA team. 2-2, misses high to Montes. 3-2. So he was unstoppable in AA and then went to AAA. Well, things were a little different up there, but he finally hit one out yesterday. Now the payoff, 2 out, nobody on. Broad fires, and a grounder hit to first. Harris backs up, Fields reaching to his left, flips to Broad covering in time for the out, and the inning is over. Broad able to get Montes and limit the damage to 4 runs. But man, what a rally for Arkansas as they answer, and we are tied at 4. Time to stretch. Travis Honeyman leading off for the Cardinals as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. And it's Jason Ruffcorn back out there for his first fresh inning. He came on to save the day in the bottom of the 6th inning. And now facing Honeyman, who swings at the 1-0 pitch and fouls it away to the right. The count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Honeyman, Ugueto, and Ryan Campos due up. Four, 7th inning, the pitch. And it's up and away, ball 2. Thinking back on this game, or this series, and all the close games, thinking about how late into the game it has been tied. 2-1 pitch. Travis check swing foul, 2-2. So today we're tied in the 7th. Yesterday we were tied into the 6th. Forget Thursday, Cardinals jumped out to a big lead, and then the Travelers made it interesting late. Wednesday, we were tied into the 10th. Here's the 2-2. Honeyman line drive past the diving shortstop Aruda into left center. Travis hits first. He's going to try for 2, and then he's going to stomp on the brakes and pull it back and settle for a leadoff base hit. Honeyman with a 107-mile-per-hour single to left center field. Now Miguel Ugueto comes to the plate with a runner at first base and nobody out. So, I'm telling you, Wednesday we were tied into the 10th, and then on Tuesday we were tied into the 9th. The pitch. Ugueto fouls it back. Well, happy 4th of July, J.J. Weatherhold. Former Springfield just hit a leadoff home run in Chicago off Shota Imanaga. His 13th home run of the season. Cardinals up 1-0 at Wrigley. 0-1. Ugueto takes down and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Campos on deck. Rough corner leaning in for the sign. Looks at first. Comes set. Right-hander's pitch. Ugueto line drive down the left field line. That is a fair ball. It hits the line and it rolls into the corner. Honeyman big strides into third. He's slowed up, but he's getting the wave home. Throw to the plate on 2 hops. Honeyman scores, and Ugueto slides into third. It's a triple, and the Cardinals have retaken the lead 5-4 in the bottom of the 7th. Travis Honeyman coming into third seemed to slow up, but Danny Black coaching third was giving him the windmill the whole way. And Travis, with those long strides, able to make up for it, speeding down the third base line, scoring standing well ahead of the throw. And the Cardinals now with a 1-run advantage. Ryan Campos at the plate, a runner at third, and the infield is up. First pitch. Campos takes it outside, ball 1. They're going to give Ugueto a double on the play and say that he went to third on the throw. So it's a double and an RBI as Campos swings and misses at the pitch. Ugueto dives back into third as Raposo, the catcher, bluffs a throw. Ugueto picks up his 33rd run batted in. Now the 1-1, and Campos swings and misses at a high cutter. 1-2. Hey, could you believe just 2 half innings ago this was a scoreless pitcher's duel? Now it's 5-4 Cardinals in seemingly a blink of an eye. Now this big crowd getting their money's worth. Here comes the 1-2. That's in there. Strike 3 called. Fastball up and in. Campos, I don't think, liked that call. It's the first out of the inning. Strikeout for Roughcorn is first. Here's Daniel Ortiz. And here comes Rich Thompson. It looks like we got another pitching change here in Springfield. So a new pitcher coming in. If nothing else, a chance for the fans to make their way up to the concession stands on a night when things were going by real fast. He didn't want to miss anything. Now we've got a few pitching changes and a new pitcher in for Arkansas. It's a right-hander. I believe it's Brock Moore, the new pitcher. Brock Moore in for Jason Ruffcorn. Brock Moore will get ready to face Danielle Ortiz. Jason Schwartz with you here on this 4th of July, the 250th birthday of the United States of America. No better place to be. All over the country, ballparks tonight filled to capacity with fireworks to follow. And great vibes all the way around. That is certainly the case here. This 4th of July game in downtown Springfield has not disappointed. We're only in the bottom of the 7th inning with 1 out. Brock Moore getting loose. Brock was the right-hander who started the bottom of the 10th inning on Wednesday. It was the first time the Cardinals had seen him pitch, and the Cardinals greeted him with a Jesus Baez 2-run blast and then started the rest of their rally, and he eventually came out of the game. Reed Van Scooter came in, and the Cardinals came back against Van Scooter. Now Ortiz against Moore, runner at third, infield up. Brock set, first pitch to Ortiz. He swings and he fouls it back off the screen. 0-1. Light starting to take effect just before 8:15. Again, we've got some cloud cover, no more sunshine. Still a beautiful night here. And the 0-1 for Moore on its way. Ortiz, another foul ball back into the net. No balls and 2 strikes. Trey Richardson on deck. 5-4 Springfield. And retaking the lead here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Moore the stretch. 0-2 pitch. Ortiz takes outside, but it gets to the backstop, and here comes Ugueto to score. A sweeper down and away. A wild pitch, and the Cardinals now lead it 6-4. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Ortiz. Now Moore, the pitch. Ortiz takes outside, a slider. It's 2-2 now. One out and nobody on base. Moore ready. And the right-hander throws. Ortiz takes, low and inside, and that fills up the count at 3-2. 2 runs in the inning as the Cardinals have retaken the lead. It's 6-4. Now the payoff. The pitch. It's in there. Strike 3 called. Ortiz thought it was ball 4, but a fastball catches the outside edge at 98. And Ortiz strikes out looking. Back-to-back strikeouts looking for the Cardinals. 2 out and nobody on, and the batter Trey Richardson. First pitch from Moore. Trey takes, low and in, ball 1. 1-0. In the top of the 8th inning, Callie Charping and Aruda will come up. Cardinals have Jack Finley warming up in the bullpen. Here's the 1-0 pitch on its way. Richardson takes a fastball strike. It's 1-1. So the Cardinals will go to their third pitcher of the night in the 8th. Arkansas's on their 4th pitcher here in the 7th. 1-1, and Moore steps off. Zeros across all the way until the bottom of the 6th when the Cardinals scored 4 times. Then the Traps scored 4. Now the Cards have scored 2. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Slider, Richardson out in front. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 6 runs, 10 hits for the Cards. 4 runs, 6 hits for the Travelers. 1-2 pitch coming. Moore delivers. And Richardson grounds one up the line towards third. Fair ball, bobbled and dropped by Callie, the third baseman. Richardson is safe on what will most likely be an error on the Arkansas third baseman. Just a chopper along the line that stayed fair. Callie had it, a long easy hop. He was making the transfer, shuffling his feet towards first and just dropped the ball. So Trey Richardson aboard on an E5. The batter, John Gazdar, with 2 out and a runner at first. Richardson 11 of 11 in stolen base attempts in Double-A this year. As the pitch to Gazdar misses down and away for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Brock Moore, he's wearing number 18. The right-hander joined the Travelers on May 26th, just after the Cardinals left North Little Rock. Here's the 1-0, picked off toward to first instead. Richardson dives back in. Brock Moore's out of the University of Oregon. Pitched there 1 season. Before that, in his college career, he pitched at Danville Area Community College and Menlo College in the South Bay area near Stanford. Richardson dancing off first, big lead. The pitch, it's fouled away. Richardson does not go there, and they count 1-1. Moore is originally from Carmel, Indiana. Was out on the West Coast for his college ball. Pitched in the Arizona Fall League this past offseason. Missed a lot of time last year with an injury. 1-1. Line drive down the right field line. That's a base hit. That's rolling into the corner. Richardson off to the races into third, getting the wave home. He's coming home to score. The relay throw is missed in foul ground. And Trey running all the way back into the dugout as Gazdar stands at second base with an RBI double. 7-4 Cardinals. Springfield taking advantage of the 2-out error. Gazdar picks up his 3rd RBI of the game. And now Dakota Harris comes to the plate, runner at second with 2 down. Trying to pick up more, although, you know what? If the score just stayed the same the rest of the game, that wouldn't be a problem. Check out the score. Perfect for tonight. It's 7-4. Harris waves and misses at a sweeper on the first pitch, 0-1. 7-4 the score on 7-4. But as we learned at the top of the 7th, no lead is safe. Cardinals would love more insurance. Here's the 0-1. Harris takes outside with a sweeper. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Fireworks going off back to center field. The 1-1. Harris pops it up, foul ground right side. Fitzgerald comes over towards the tarp, runs out of room as he runs into the tarp. Ball rolls down the netting. Harris with a 1-2 count will step back in. And I don't know what that spot is. Straight back to center field. It's a ways away, not too far though. Saw the fireworks going off right around first pitch from there. Those same ones were just going off a moment ago. 1-2 pitch coming up. Here it is from Moore. And Harris grounds one to third. Callie's got it. They'll throw to first base. It's in time for the out. So that ends the 7th. But the Cardinals score 3 times to break the 4-4 tie. 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 costly error. We head now to the top of the 8th. Caleb Cali facing Jack Finley beginning the top of the 8th inning. Cardinals up 7-4. First pitch taken up and away, ball 1. And the next pitch, Cali takes outside. It's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. So the Cardinals, after the Travelers scored 4 in the 7th to tie the game, scored 3 in the bottom of the 7th to take the lead. Here we are, 7-4, as Finley delivers outside. It's ball 3. Jack pitched on Wednesday in extra innings and struggled with his command. So we'll see what he's got here. Trying to protect a 3-run advantage. The pitch. That is up and away, ball 4. So a walk to Caleb Cali. And that'll bring up Connor Charping. Finley, when he came in to pitch on Wednesday in the top of the 10th, well, he actually came in for the 9th. Pitched well in the 9th inning, but ended up walking 3 total, giving up 4 runs, 3 earned. Got fireworks going off now, back of right field. 1-0 the count on Charping. 5 straight out of the zone for Finley. The pitch. Charping swings and fouls it back. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. 7 runs on 11 hits for the Cards, no errors. 4 runs on 6 hits with 1 error for the Travelers. Finley set the pitch. And a ground ball up the middle. Diving stop, Gazdar flips to second for 1. No play at first, but John Gazdar diving to his backhand side, able to get the lead runner. And a big first out here in the top of the 8th inning. Play by John. Now JT Arruda comes up. Switch hitter will bat right-handed against the left-handed Finley. Runner at first base with 1 away. Finley set the pitch. Off speed, drops in for a strike. Slider at the top of the zone. No balls, 1 strike the count. With a win tonight, the Cardinals will clinch a series victory. Chance tomorrow to make it 5 out of 6. Pitch down and in. Appeal down to first, no swing. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, we told you earlier, Cardinals are finally back at 500 for the first time since they were 4-4. They're 39-39. The pitch swung on and missed 1-2. That means the Cardinals, since they were 4-4, have gone, or since they were 12 games under 500, which was their lowest point of the season. 1-2 pitch, grounded foul back of the plate. They are 32-20 since falling to 12 games under 500. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out on Connor Charping. Runner at first, or JT Arruda, excuse me. Runner at first. 7-4 Cardinals. Now the pitch. And it's down and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nick Raposo on deck. Finley set, 2-2, and a grounder foul again. Cardinals have won 8 of their last 9 games. They have won 12 of their last 14. A win tonight, they'd start the second half 9-2. Tulsa, though, playing good baseball. Next week should be a lot of fun. Cardinals go to Tulsa for 6 games on the road. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch fouled away. 1 out here, runner at first. Arruda steps back in. Finley hands at his sides, comes set, the 2-2. Left-hander deals. And Arruda with a line drive to deep left. Richardson back and reaches up to make the catch. Now number 2. Nick Raposo comes to the plate now. 7-4 Cardinals here in the top of the 8th inning. As Jack Finley tries to pitch a scoreless 8th. Keep the Cardinals up by 3. Cardinals, by the way, in the bottom of the 8th will have Moore, Tarlow, and Honeyman. Runner at first, 2 out. Finley sets and the pitch. Taken high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Nick Raposo 0 for 2, struck out, fly to center, and walked in this game. Here's the 1-0. And a swing and a miss by Raposo. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Finley works third base side of the rubber. Left-hander making his 19th appearance this season. Next pitch and a line drive up the middle. That's a base hit. Raposo with a 2-out single. That'll put runners at first and second with 2 away, and the batter coming up, Bill Knight. So Knight, the number 9 hitter, comes up representing the tying run. Bill Knight had the game-winning hit in the game on Tuesday. He stands in here from the right side. 2 on, 2 out. Cardinals up 3. Finley ready in the pitch. Knight takes a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Michael Arroyo on deck. Seeing some fireworks continuing to go off. Way back at center. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped into Bill Knight's, into Ryan Campos' glove for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Finley, left-hander, set the pitch. Got him swinging on a pitch up and away, and that ends the top of the 8th inning. Finley walks a batter, gives up a hit, but ultimately strands of both and keeps the Cardinals up 3 and 7-4. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Cardinals will send Moore. Bottom of the 8th inning, Brody Moore leading off for the Cardinals against Brock Moore, who's back out there for the Travs. First pitch to Moore. And Brody takes strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Cardinals up by 3. Love to score a few more here. As the pitch to Moore is taken down and inside. And the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. So it has been a thrilling 4th of July game. Great pitchers duel. Cardinals scored 4 in the 6th. Travs tied it 4 in the 7th. Cardinals scored 3 in the bottom of the 7th and retake the lead. Now Moore with a little tapper right side. It's in and out of Moore's glove. I guess I should be more specific. As Brody Moore reaches first base, the ball went in and out of Brock Moore's glove. We had the Bro Moore matchup again. We saw that on Wednesday as well. And both times, you go back to Wednesday's game, Brody Moore hit a comebacker to Brock Moore that Brock Moore wasn't able to handle. So that's twice Brody in the 2 matchups has hit a ball back to Brock Moore, and Brock Moore has not been able to make the play. It's an error on Brock, and now Grayson Tarlow takes a strike. On Wednesday, it was called an infield hit for Brody. And this time, it's an E1, and the Cardinals have a base runner for Tarlow with the count 0-1. Brock Moore deals. Tarlow swings and fouls one off his foot as it rolls back out to Brock, and the count is 0-2. So in the top of the 9th inning, we'll see who the Cardinals call upon. Right now the bullpen is quiet, so it looks like it'll be Jack Finley. Meanwhile, Grayson Tarlow is in some pain after fouling that ball off his foot. But Kiyomi Martinez-Ortiz, the Cardinals trainer, is going to come out, take a look at Grayson just as he stands up. Patrick Anderson, Cardinal skipper, coming over as well. Danny Black coming down the third base line. All the Kings horses, all the Kings men. Tarlow reaches down towards his left foot, left ankle, trying to shake it off. He does have a guard on that left foot. Well, anyway, it looks like it'll be Jack Finley for the ninth unless the Cardinals get somebody going here. And for the Travelers, they're going to come up with the top of their order. Top of the order due up in the top of the ninth. Arroyo, Pagliarini, and Hunter Fitzgerald. Brock Moore is going to get a chance to throw one warm-up pitch as Cardinals skipper Patrick Anderson and Kiomi Martinez-Ortiz, they're about to walk back to the dugout, and then they pause just outside and behind the right-handed batter's box. So it's like, all right, you want to throw a warm-up pitch? Go ahead. So Brock threw one, and now Tarlow getting back in. No balls, 2 strikes, runner at first with nobody out. It's 7-4. Cardinals on top in the bottom of the 8th inning. Moore comes set, 0-2 pitch, and here it is. Tarlow takes it outside, a slider, 1-2. We have got our official July 4th attendance figure. We got 6,000 plus at Route 66 Stadium tonight. 6,159, the announced attendance. Now the 1-2. Tarlow grounds it left side. Third baseman Callie's got it. Goes to second for one and to first in time. Double play. 5-4-3 double play. 2 out. And here's Travis Honeyman to the plate. So 6,159, and they are being treated to a treat of a ball game. This is what you come to the ballpark to see all week long here. Cards and Travs doing it one more time tomorrow at 6:05, the series finale. Moore's first pitch to Honeyman, taking a strike on the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. These two teams will match up 12 more times this year after tomorrow's game, but not until August. Mid-August they'll play 6 down in North Little Rock, and then they end the season with 6 games here in Springfield. Who knows what the playoff race will look like then? Those could be some meaningful games. 0-1 pitch. Honeyman grounds it left side. It's Callie again. Long, easy hop. Fires it across. Low. Dug out by Fitzgerald. Inning is over. Cardinals do not score in the bottom of the 8th inning, and we are headed for the top of the 9th. Jack Finley returns to the mound. Cardinals 3 outs away from a 4th of July win at Route 66 Stadium. Don't go anywhere on the Garrison Roofing Cardinals Radio Network. Top of the 9th inning, Cardinals trying to wrap up their 5th straight win and make it their 4th straight win over Arkansas. Jack Finley back to the mound. He'll face the top of the Travelers order. Springfield 7, Arkansas 4. Top of the 9th. Jack Finley. Pitch to scoreless 8. First pitch here, rocketed deep left field off Arroyo's bat. This is sailing for the bullpen, and it clears the bullpen. Michael Arroyo with a solo home run to start the 9th, and he makes it a 2-run game. Fastball, and Arroyo gets it out. He hit that 109 off the bat. It's his 4th hit of the game. 4th hit of the game for Michael Arroyo. And the only time he didn't get a hit, he was robbed by Dakota Harris on a diving play. He still picked up a run batted in. So now the batter, Charlie Pagliarini. Nobody on, nobody out. Finley, the lefty's first pitch. Pagliarini takes a slider for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Pagliarini, 2-run homer his last time up. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, center field shallow. Ugetto comes in and slides to make the catch. Nice play, Miguel Ugetto, smooth coming into left center. And that's the first out. Almost a bloop hit for Pagliarini. So even though he had to slide, it seemed like it was never in doubt that Ugetto was going to make that catch. So now the batter, Hunter Fitzgerald, with 1 out and nobody on base. Fitzgerald 0 for 4. And Finley, the windup in the pitch. Hunter swings, fouls it back, 0-1. Cardinals 2 outs away from a 4th of July win. Unfortunately, Michael Arroyo's ruined the fun. Now we can't have a 7-4 final score on 7-4. The Cardinals will settle for a win as Fitzgerald swings and hits one in the air left center. Ugueto moving into the gap. He makes the play, and the Cardinals are 1 out away from a July 4th victory as Lázaro Montes comes to the plate. Cardinals 7, Travelers 5, a 2-run lead. Lights in full effect. Sky's still a bit light. We have plenty of times here before the fireworks start. We're going to have a concert post-game from Cherry and James. First pitch now to Montes. A swing and a miss. 0-1, and the Cardinals are 2 strikes away. Montes 0 for 4, struck out 3 times against Jurangelo St. John. He calls time and steps out. No balls and 1 strike. Finley steps back, picks the leg, 0-1 pitch. And that's inside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. St. John will not factor into the decision. Tyler Brock's the pitcher of record. Now the pitch, a swing and a miss on a ball low. It squirts by Campos, but now the Cardinals are 1 strike away from the win, and the crowd coming alive. Finley to wind, the 1-2. Outside with a slider, and they count 2 balls, 2 strikes. 6,159, many on their feet. The 2-2 pitch. Foul back. Vicious cut from Montes there. But we'll do it again at 2-2. Cardinals up by 2. Fortunately, Montes cannot tie the game with 1 swing. Here's Finley. His 32nd pitch. He rocks, he fires. And just missed low. Crowd wanted strike 3 called. It was right at the bottom of the zone, and Finley didn't get the call from the home plate umpire Pineda, so it's a full count now. Here's the 3-2. Jack, the pitch. And it's a line drive hit to right, down for a hit, and Montes keeps this thing going. That brings Caleb Cali to the plate, and Cali represents the tying run, and the Cardinals now have action in their bullpen as Rondell Clemente warms up, and it's going to be Clemente to come in. So Patrick Anderson walking out of the dugout. He's going to go to the bullpen. Finley, 33 pitches, will come out. Montes keeps the game alive. Cali's going to come up. Rondo Clemente is going to come in to pitch as the lanky right-hander jogs in from the Cardinals' right field bullpen. And, well, we're going to have a situation now with the tying run of the plate, and a guy in Caleb Cali who's hit 17 home runs this season. He's certainly capable of putting one over and tying the game. Rondo Clemente is coming out looking for his 2nd save of the series. He actually came in a similar spot on Thursday when the Cardinals had their 7-run lead evaporate and turn into a 2-run lead in the 9th. And they called on Clemente to come on and get the final outs. Clemente picked up his 2nd save of the season. So Rondell, in front of his big crowd, is going to come in and try to do the same. I know I'm starting to sound like a broken record here, but what a series this has been. You don't see this at any level in the minor leagues. So many close, good games, high intensity, good competitive baseball. We're 5 for 5 in my book this week. And 1 more tomorrow at 6:05. Come on out and join us. The season debut of Cooper Jerpy tomorrow night. First time he's pitched for the Springfield Cardinals since 2024. He's going to go up against right-hander Adam Leverett. All right, Clemente has finished his warm-up pitches. Right-hander making his 23rd appearance, looking for his 3rd save, a 1-2 record, 7.71 ERA, 44 strikeouts in 25 2/3 innings. And with Montez at first, some fireworks going off in the distance. Cali digs in at the plate against Clemente. 7-5 Cardinals, top 9, 2 out, runner at first. Runner is Montez, and the pitch outside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Cali tonight 0 for 4. I'd make that 0 for 2. He's walked twice. Now the 1-0. That's outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Connor Charping is on deck. Cali the tying run at the plate. Clemente has fallen behind him. 2-0. Right-hander sets, delivers. And there's a breaking ball that drops into the bottom of the zone for a strike. Good slider, snapped off by Clemente. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. Clemente set, now the pitch. And that is just off the outside cutter there from Clemente. That makes the count 3-1. He's a ball away from putting Cali on and putting the tying runs aboard. Clemente ready. 3-1 pitch. And there's a strike inside corner with a slider. And the count is full. Montez will be on the run. Crowd coming to life again. Again, the Cardinals a strike away from a win. 7-5, 9th inning. Clemente set. And time called by Cali. Cali steps out of the box. Right-hander's ready to go. The pitch taken high. It's ball 4. Missed with the slider. And Cali draws the walk. This game continues. That puts the tying runs aboard. And Connor Charping comes up. Now Connor this season is only playing in his 20th game. He's hit 2 homers. He's got 8 RBIs. Right-handed hitter. 2 on, 2 out the pitch. And he takes the first pitch low, a slider for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Charping could really disappoint this big crowd with 1 swing here. Clemente on 1-0 delivers. Way outside, ball 2. 2-0. All of a sudden, the Cardinals is feeling just desperate to somehow come away with this 1 out to finish this game. 2-0 the count. Crowd hushes a little bit. Clemente fires home and misses outside. That's all 3. It's 3-0 now. And he's a ball away from loading the bases. JT Arruda is on deck. Clemente's 3-0, and that one is over just barely on the inside edge, top of the zone for a strike. 3-1. Right-handed hitter Charping 0 for 4, 1 strikeout in this game. 2 on and 2 out, 2-run game, 9th inning to pitch. And there's ball 4. Clemente misses on a fastball outside. He has walked both batters he's faced. The bases are loaded. Tying runs are in scoring position. Eric Peterson is coming out of the Cardinal dugout. JT Arruda will come to the plate. So the inning started. Jack Finley coming out for his 2nd inning of work. Gave up a home run to Michael Arroyo. That made it 7-5. And Ugueto made the nice sliding catch in center. Then another fly ball in the center field. It was 2 out, nobody on base. And then Montez with a single. And with a right-handed hitter coming up, Patrick Anderson went to the bullpen for Clemente. And Clemente has walked Cali and walked Charping to load the bases with 2 out. And Eric Peterson back to the dugout as JT Arruda gets ready to step in. JT is 1 for 4 in this game. A couple of strikeouts and a single. Scored the first run of the night for the Travs. Now the tying runs in scoring position. Go ahead run at first. Clemente's first pitch. Low, ball 1. 1-0, and Clemente is looking shaky right now. He's not able to find the strike zone consistently. Left-hander on 1-0. Fires. And Arruda swings, pops it up, but it's foul. Back out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Cardinals with a win would be over 500 for the first time since they were 4-3. Trying to improve to 40-39 overall. 1-1. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Cutter inside, got Arruda to chase. Here we go again. Cardinals a strike away from the win. What a scene. Fireworks going off in the distance. Bases loaded. 2 out. 1-2 pitch. Here it is. And it's in there for strike 3 called, but it gets to the backstop. Campos has to go pick it up. Throws to first, completes the strikeout, and that's the ball game. JT Arruda had no clue it was a called 3rd strike. He did not start running to first right away. And Campos had the time to go back, pick up the ball, and throw to Harris at first. A strikeout looking completes the game. Rich Thompson's going to go out to talk with the home plate umpire, Rafael Pineda, about it. Pineda made the signal. It was loud in here, so I don't know what Pineda said. But the Cardinals win it 7-5 on a strange final play of the game. The Travelers in the top of the 9th inning leave the bases loaded, and Clemente throws a final strike when it really mattered the most, and StatCast does show that pitch was in the strike zone. Thompson and Rafael Pineda continue to talk about it. I don't really think there's a whole lot to talk about. Again, it was a pitch in the zone. It was called a 3rd strike. I'm not down there, can't hear what was said, but it stopped by Campos, went to the backstop. Had Arruda started running right away, obviously would have had a much better chance to make it to first, but Campos was very quick to go back, pounce on the ball, and make the throw to first. And so that is that. What a game. Cardinals in front of this big crowd win at 7-5. They are now a game over 500 overall at 40-39. Winners of 5 in a row and 9 of their last 10. We'll take a break. The final totals next on the Garrison Roofing Cardinals Radio Network.
The game plan was just go out there, compete, throw a lot of strikes, and just trying to put my team in the best position to win the game.